Hey, it's Prairie Plantgirl here. I'm happy to say that the snow is finally gone and I've had a chance to get out in the yard and do some work. So I was out here a couple of days ago and I cleaned up the front yard, and I thought I'd take you on a little tour and show you what I found. I was anxious to see how things came through with our wonky weather. So come with me and we'll check it all out together and see what survived this winter. So before we get into what came out of the snow, I just thought I'd show you these plants I did up, I think it was a month and a half ago now. Unfortunately, we did get some very unseasonably cold weather, and these poor plants wound up for 2 weeks in the garage, which is definitely not ideal. So I just brought them out here a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago here, and trimmed up what I could, but their most beautiful show was definitely done in the garage for only me to see. And they're a little bit stretched now, and I'll have to find something to fix them up as soon as I can get to that. The next thing I wanted to show you was the shrubs. They're one of the main investments in any garden, and I've been slowly trying to get these added in here into this space. So I put in a willow and a dogwood, and I believe I have those right, but I've managed to misplace the tags. And there's also a juniper here. So these shrubs, the willow and dogwood, are supposed to get to about 3 by 3 each, and the juniper, I believe, is supposed to spread around 2 to 3 feet, and it won't get much taller than it is now. But I was very concerned about these as I put them in last summer, and we had a very, very dry summer. I had trouble keeping them watered. You might even notice I have this little doodad here, and it's for watering. I don't know if I can get the top off right now, but you can actually lay your hose in, or it has this if you connect it to drip, to try and get the water right down to the root system, because they were really struggling last year. But it looks like they've come through the winter okay. This one has a little bit of a dieback on the ends of the branches, but when you move it around like this, it springs back. It's not crunchy, so I think it still has life in it, and the same with the others. So I think we'll do all right with those. Time will tell, but I won't do any trimming on them until I've let them leaf out and really see what the damage is. Now I also have, I don't know if you can see them there, I have 3 barberries, and then I have 2 Weigelias, so 3 barberries, and then the 2 Weigelias there. And they've been there for several years, and they seem to be doing all right. The one barberry on the end is struggling. It came out of last winter looking like that and never really recovered. They're not my favorite shrub. I put them there for that color, that nice reddish bark, and then the leaves turn a beautiful red color in the fall, but I don't know, they're pretty thorny and they're not my favorite looking shrub of the rest of the year, so I think they may come out here and get replaced with something else, but I haven't found just the right thing yet. I also added this thuja lights here last year. A very nice little bit of evergreen shrubbery here, and it should get, I think it gets 6 feet tall if I remember, but not very wide. It's a nice little spot in this corner of the garden here. I planted it last year, and I had 3 pots just sitting around behind it just to protect it a little bit. It gets very hot, very windy out here in the front. It's full south exposure, so it's come through very nicely. Done well. It doesn't even really have any burn on it from the winter. I'm quite impressed with that shrub there. I also have a couple of forsythias on either side of my walkway. There's one there and one there. Again, these shrubs have been here for several years. They're probably 3 feet high already, and they just do amazing up here, and I'm looking forward to their beautiful yellow blossoms will be covered up here soon, hopefully. hope the cold weather we had didn't take them away from me. But they are looking fabulous. Otherwise, there's not much to really see. Here, most things die right back in the winter, so I have a little bit of evergreen, some astilbe, some yarrow. Most of it dies right back. I try to keep mostly perennials. That's what I'm going for. Should be some swamp milkweed there when it comes up. Bee balm. I have lupins. All sorts of great native plants in there. Echinacea will be coming up, but right now, not looking too exciting. And again here I noticed I already have, I don't know if you can see that. You see the columbines. The columbines are popping up there. Beautiful red plants. There's one over back there. I don't know, you just see the green or not. So I've thrown a little bit of fertilizer down on these 3 planting beds, and I'll try and get these guys a nice little jump start. Big excitement for me anyways is always the winter aconite. It comes up, beautiful yellow globes. It's very cloudy out today, so they're closed up, and I've only ever managed to keep a few around. They're not actually supposed to be hardy here, but we're on the edge, and I always get these little half a dozen come up every spring, and they come up so early, puts a smile on my face, because there's usually not much color yet this time of year. And if you look, we have a few tulips just starting to poke through. So I'm looking forward to what's to come. I love this time of year when, the yard is just full of promise, and you just get to wait and see what's next. So I hope you enjoyed this little look at what we have going on here in our garden here in the prairies. Two Turtles Garden gave me a shout out in his last video there, and I just wanted to say thanks for that. It's great to know that people are enjoying the videos, and come on back and we'll see what's happening next time.